2020 is finally coming to a close. It's time to talk music. Let's cut to the chase. Music in 2020, it was pretty much a lot of crap. Every year, I usually do a top 10 albums list. Yes, I'm old enough and still believe in the concept of albums. This year, quite honestly, I'm not doing a top 10. I'm doing a top 3, and then I'm going to mention other albums I thought are worth a listen. And I'm not going to do a countdown. I'm just going to cut to the chase, which is let's get started with what I think is the #1 album for 2020. And it's by a band you have probably never heard of, Caamp. Yep, misspelled with 2 A's. And the album is By and By. Quite honestly, there's not a bad song on this album. It is mellow, a lot of acoustic guitar, even some banjo. And to the parents, be warned, when these young men are talking about getting high, they are talking about exactly what you think, getting high. I just enjoy this album. I can't recall how I found out about it, but I probably listened to it over 100 times. Just really good songs. Album number 2, I'm going with The Pretenders, Christy Hynde. They released an album called Hate for Sale, and if you like The Pretenders, you are going to like this album. Just solid rocking songs, classic Pretenders. Really surprised, I would say, comeback album of the year. Album number 3, going country music because 2020 felt like I was living in a country music song. Margot Price is the artist. That's How Rumors Get Started is the album. I just liked it. I thought there's a lot of good songs and listened to it a fair amount. All right, now what I'm going to do is just go through other albums that I listened to in no particular order and give a little commentary on each one of them. Let's start with Pearl Jam, Gigaton. I like this album. I'm not a huge Pearl Jam fan, so the fact that not every song is great didn't bother me. For some of their fan base, they didn't like it. I'm not a purist. I thought, hey, half the songs are rocking, so good album. Gets the thumbs up from me. Worth a listen. Even got my flannel on today for Pearl Jam. Next album is Green Day, the father of all MFers. Yep, gotta love the album title. Oddly enough, this is a stylistic change. I would say it's a little bit more bubblegum 1950s popish than normal for Green Day. I just like some of the songs on it. I thought they really just popped, and I enjoyed it. Once again, some of their hardcore fans did not like it, said it's crap. They may be right. I agree, it's not as good as their last album, but overall, I thought it is worth a listen. All right, let's go with another new artist, Phoebe Bridgers, and the album is, I got to look down on this one, Punisher. Sounds like a heavy metal album. It is not. This is a stylistic stretch for me. Kind of synthy mood feel. I don't know how you describe it. Once again, I thought there's some solid songs on it. Gave it a lot of listens and enjoyed it. All right, let's get to my man Bob Mould. For those punk rock historians watching this video, you know Bob Mould is the original singer, guitar player for the band Husker Du, which I was a huge fan of in the 80s. Bob pulled out the guitar and he is angry. And this album is angry. It's called Blue Hearts, 2 to 3 minute songs. The whole thing's maybe 35 minutes. Just if you like early Husker Du, give this album a listen. He definitely just thrashes the guitar and says what he thinks about what's going on in the world. And spoiler alert, most of it not good, according to Bob. Next, another throwback, Psychedelic Furs, Made of Rain. This album is early Furs, so not before they became really poppy. There's several songs in there that'll make you think of Talk Talk and first album way back. There's several really good songs on this album, and then there's a few not so good. But overall, if you are an early Psychedelic Furs fan, you will enjoy this album. And I'm finishing out the list of 10 with Paul McCartney 3. God bless Sir Paul. I mean, the guy just keeps making music. Oddly enough, I don't think this album is as good as his last one. I thought Egypt Station was genius. This one is it's got some good songs on it. And I mean, he's like, I don't know, 800 years old, and he's still putting out music. And apparently he played every instrument, which just shows the dude is a freaking genius when it comes to music. All right, let me finish with 2 honorable mentions. The first is Alanis Morissette, Angry Girl, as I like to call her. She's a mom now. She's older. She is still angry. except she's dealing with mom issues, not young lady issues. So the anger's still there in the lyrics. The music is just quite honestly, it's kind of boring. There's some good songs, but overall, I was expecting more. I'd hate to say it, but she definitely peaked with Jagged Little Pill. But it's worth a listen if you're a fan. And last honorable mention is Kenny Chesney. I don't know how the dude does it. He just cranks out good country music albums. They're all about having fun, toes in the sand, kind of that kind of country genre. There's just some good songs on it. So if you're a Kenny Chesney fan, just listen to it. You'll like it just like his last five albums. I couldn't name them if I had to. They all feel like the same album over and over to me. But that doesn't make me feel bad. I mean, at least the guy is still cranking out really listenable, if that's a word, and enjoyable country music. Well, that's it for my list of top albums for 2020. If you listen to something that you think I should hear, put it in the comments. I'll definitely give it a spin because, like I said, overall, 2020, bad year for music. I sure hope 2021 is better. Come on, Foo Fighters, U2, some of my favorite bands, Switchfoot, put out your next album. We are waiting.